Okay. Hi, is this good? Hi, I'm Julia Barfield.
I'm Julia Barfield.
I'm Julia Barfield.
I'm a singer-songwriter here in lovely Athens, Georgia.
This is my band. These are the Barfilators. And this is the amp, and these are my songs.
Was in a bad way. Well, I am always. Would you call it off, babe? Then cut the ties. Go away and get to grieving. Then get to taking another try. I've been trying to open and build me something. Been missing landings and telling lies. I've been looking to go back to Wyoming, where I first found those honest skies. Well, look alive, look alive. Their goodness finds its way back to even you, even I.
I think I used to just write a song and then immediately judge it and like censor myself and be like, well, this is bad, so it can't have any value. And I think just like I'll be like, hey, you're doing good and you need to be doing this and you need to just write whatever you're feeling because it means something, even if it's just to you. I think I kind of had it twisted.
I'm being bigger, I'm stretching out my skin, and I don't think I am nothing but the places that I've been.
I think that a lot of times, like, I sit down to write a song when, like, I think in my day-to-day life, I'm just kind of, like, going about my days, like, trying to do stuff, and I don't ever, like, stop and let myself be mindful about anything ever. So songwriting for me is, like, the only way that I can, like, take a second and be like, what is going on? How am I feeling about this? How am I feeling about this thing that happened 3 years ago that is on my brain? Or what am I doing right now? Oftentimes I don't even know how I'm like feeling about something. It's very feelings based, but I don't really know how I'm feeling about it until I sit down and do it, and it's weird. A lot of songwriters will tell you this. It's like this weird, like, so annoying, this weird like cosmic thing that just kind of like, it's just, the song does its own thing, and then I look at it and I'm like, oh, interesting. Next, like, so that's kind of the songwriting process most of the time. It's like, I don't know, it's a meditation, I guess, and that's the only time where my brain slows down.
I've been sicker than I am, but it still hurts to bear the worst of more than I can stand. I am shaken.
So where any of this began was like, I didn't even think of myself as like a musician or an artist or like a creative, really, which is crazy now because I'm like, oh, that's all me. But until I recorded the EP in November, I did that with Ben Hackett, who produced it, engineered it, and Kendrick Bearden, who played like everything on there except for my acoustic guitar, and Angel McFarlane on drums. And those three guys, like, there was some kind of crazy magic going on in that studio. And like, once we sat down and started playing it, like, I can't even explain to you how, like, I almost started crying because it was like, this is what it is. This is the whole thing. We're doing this thing together, and you're feeling it and I'm feeling it, and we're all bouncing off of each other. And like, it was truly like, it went too well. Any of those guys will tell you, it was just like, whoa. Like every time we finished a song, I was just like, Oh my God, like it was, I don't know that I have the words to describe it. It was just I was soaring. And I think that you can maybe hear that in the music, and I think that now I'm so spoiled, that's the only way I want to record music from now on, is playing live with the band. That is crazy that was my first experience in a studio, because they are all just incredible musicians and people. And they all make and write music that is just like mind-blowingly incredible. And it's like, I can't believe these are like my friends and that came out of their brains. So those guys, I love working with them. My friend Brandon Steinhauer, who plays guitar in my band, has been a long time songwriting companion. We've known each other for many years. And so he's very meticulous about everything. So he kind of, I'm kind of the one that's like, is it really that deep, Brandon? And then he's the one that's like, maybe it is that deep. And so definitely he's been a very important figure in terms of my songwriting over the years.
Thank y'all so much.
They were a player before they ever got that bass, I'll tell you that much.
Guys, hey.
Is this guy?
What's up? Chill.
I don't know why that's...
We're a very serious band.
Yeah, we're pretty
Serious and mad.
Yeah. Matt played in a band with some friends, and I had never played. Absolutely. And I was trying to put together my very first show with my very first ever band, and I was like, I know a bass player, and I asked Matt Knox to play, and he said yes, and the rest was history.
Hold on, it's really loud in here. I'm trying. Can you? Yeah, Can you? Wait, we're a sick band.
Yeah.
Very ill. Very
Sick. It's sickening. This gentleman over here, this Mr. Ian Cook, pedal steel player extraordinaire amongst many other things. Angel voice, angel individual. Love him. It's just the greatest. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This is Brandon Steinhauer. He's all right.
I think that's fair.
No.
What do you think about playing with Julia Barfield?
I think it's a hoot and a holler. I think it's a hoot and a holler and good time. That's all my feelings about it.
Okay.
It's fun, it's lovely.
We have a good time. Brandon and I are longtime friends.
Is that really natural?
Hey boy, you've lost your way. What'll it take to set you straight?
The most magical show that I've ever played was the EP release show at Hendershots. It was my first show with a live band, and it was the EP release. The most special thing that has ever happened to me was it changed everything for me. So being able to do that show and have my friends and Penny Loafer and Your Ex's Pets on that bill, and the whole town there, not really, but it was a great receptive crowd, and it was just so magical, and it made me a lot more comfortable with stepping into the spotlight, because I was never people kept cheering for stuff. I was like, thanks, but it was just nothing but support, and it was so cool and so important to me, and I will remember that forever. But no, Athens is just in general, just being really digging into the scene I have. It's just ridiculous how insanely creative your barista probably. It just it blows my mind. I'm just so grateful to be a part of the community and know all those people. Yeah, everyone that I've met here has just been yeah, sure, don't think twice, that's awesome, you rock. Not just because you're a girl, I mean, just because the music is good. And there's so many femme people that Liz Farrell and Layla Pond Girl and Viv and all these really incredible front women, and I don't know, I have felt really welcomed into the space as a female, and I'm very grateful for that, because I know that's not a lot of people's experiences. I think the right people just found their way to me, and I think it also has to do with I don't know, it took a while to break down the meek songwriter kind of persona that I don't think I put it on. I think it's what I was. Like I was just like, anyway, here's this one. And I think just like being a little more confident with it. It's something that like a lot of women have been socialized to like not do. It's like step out and like, oh my God, like learning how to like say no to people and speak my truth has been like very difficult, and I think it's difficult for a lot of women.
Right. Yeah, we'll end with some more. Maybe that's all my songs are about longing for the way things used to be. This is a song about that, and it's called Making Time. I'm Julia Barfield, and thank you for listening.
Well, I think that she must have had gold in her veins and salt in her eyes and love on her brain. Always all caught in the meanest of rain. And I was just guessing to tend to her pain. We'd go out walking at dusk down her street. Said the warmth of the pavement felt good on her feet. Whatever felt good, I'd play her to sleep. And I'd bandage that bleeding in a melody. When you run against resistance, you don't cover all of the distance like you used to cut when you were making time. And you are always in between, being everything, being somewhere I can tend to find. Well, I'd sweep up the floor and I'd put out the fire. She would stay in those soft sheets and say she was tired. And keeping on tripping up over desire. Well, it was like beating through bushes of bramble and briar. You know, all that I tried, it was honest and kind. Oh, but on some kind of day, she turned her eye. I guess in all of this trying, you tend to go blind. In all this unsureness, I put it behind. When you run against resistance, you don't cover all of the distance like you used to cut when you were making time. And you are always in between, being everything, being so